What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with another Tales of Arise video. So, Summer Game Fest slash E3 stuff started today, and I was not expecting Tales of Arise stuff at Summer Game Fest. I thought they would save it for, the 15th, where I guess Summer Game Fest and E3 are kind of both part of the same thing. But I was expecting during the Bandai panel on the 15th would be when they would possibly show some Tales of Arise stuff. But it looks like they decided to just write out the... I mean, it wasn't the first thing they showed. It was like 20 minutes into their first stream today that they showed this Tales of Arise trailer. But we have a brand new trailer. It's not like, the old trailer with some fluff added onto it. This is all brand new stuff. So we're going to... Which I've already obviously watched. Because for this, I want to have all the information to kind of give you guys... when it comes to these characters. So we have two new characters that we're showing off. So we're going to go through the trailer, and then I also have the official Twitter pop up so we can talk about the two new characters and kind of what we see here. We'll start with the English trailer. I will link the Japanese trailer down below if you want to hear their voices. But we'll go through the English trailer, which... Of course, I'm still going to decide. It's going to be up to a vote when it comes to my playthrough. Probably a couple weeks before the game comes out. I'll probably do a poll on my community tab for you guys to decide whether you want my initial playthrough to be in English or Japanese. Obviously, I'm more preferent on the... I don't think preference even a word, but I prefer the Japanese voices, more just because it's what I'm used to. But... I'll let you guys, decide, because I'm going to do a playthrough on each language anyway, just to see, how each one kind of handles it. But, yeah, let's hop in. I will be pausing as we go through it, just to kind of talk about everything we're seeing, but, yeah, let's dive in. Okay, so it starts... I guess that's supposed to be, like, blood right there. Like, squirting up, I guess. And then at the top of all these beasts, you see this one guy who literally... I made a joke tweet that this is, like, Sephiroth. But, I have no idea what to make of this guy yet. You only get a brief look at him. He has, like, a green eye, I guess. Why are closed captioning on?
Dohalim Ilkaris. Should you need my skills on the battlefield, all I care for is maintaining peace.
So, this is our first new character. He fights with a staff. I think he's Dohalim, I believe. Dohalim, sorry. Staff user, you get a little bit of gameplay of him. Very cool. This is Kisara. She's a knight character, as you can obviously tell.
I fight to protect my dream.
Well, this crew just gets bigger and bigger.
So, right here you can see this is pretty much our full cast. In terms of age variety, I think I'm actually okay with this. Because you kind of got your two kids. They're not like Laphicet little. Or, someone around that age, but, they're like young teens. You got your early adults with Alphen and Xion, and then you've got your actual, probably like chaperones of the group between Kisara and Dohalim. So, you do have a nice age variety, plus the gender split is completely even, 3 guys, 3 girls. So, very happy about that. You get some more gameplay stuff. You get a combo attack from Law and Xion. You get your first name with this hooded figure attacking Alphen.
Been looking for you.
Whoever that is. Hold on.
Looking for you.
Trying to listen to his voice.
Been looking for you.
It almost sounds like he has the same voice as Alphen. I could be wrong. I might just be hearing it wrong, but it does sound very similar.
Get the hell out of my realm. This is Tanith's realm and it's ours, understand?
This reminds me of, like, the core in Tales of Xillia, where, you know, everything kind of explodes and we lose Milla for a little while. Look at that. What? Like, giant dragon thing? Who is that? There's some red-haired character on top of this beast? Hold on. Yeah, because he's, like, looking up at him. Yeah, who are you? That'll be interesting to find out.
Is it over? It's only just begun.
And there you have it. It's pretty much all the new stuff we kind of get for Tales of Arise, you know, right off the bat. Like I said, I'm not going to play the trailer again. I'll probably listen to it myself later, and I'll link it below in case you prefer the Japanese voices. But this is all very exciting. You know, we get our first full look at the party. Now, let's just talk about the party itself. So, we've got a sword user, a gun user, a staff user, like melee staff. We have a knight, you know, kind of like tank character, punchy boy, and then mage. So really only 2 of these 6 characters, unless she's kind of like Eleanor, where like Eleanor is melee for her like base attacks, but like she does have some spells. For the most part, Xion and Rinwell are like our 2 casters, and the other 4 seem to just be melee characters, because you've got sword, punch, staff, giant shield, which I'm fine with. I don't really play casters, so it's not really that big of a deal for me, but I could see, you know, maybe people wanting an even split with that, so I guess we don't really get that, but I do like this cast. My initial reaction to Dohalim and Kisara was not as positive, just because their designs, and it might just be because they're trying to, you know, make it seem so they seem so much different from the others, but even just because, obviously, these 3 right here are from one planet, and these 3 are from another planet. So you would think that Gion's design would kind of match theirs, but I felt like these 2 stood out a little bit too much. But as, you know, like an hour has gone by, I'm fine with their designs. It was just a little off-putting at first, because I was like, wow, they seem very detailed. It almost, I made a tweet where it says, like, these 4 look like Tales characters, and then these 2 kind of look like Final Fantasy characters. So, maybe it's just me. Nothing against the characters at all. As long as the characters are written well, that's what really matters to me. But, I guess we'll see how that kind of goes. So I guess last thing to kind of go over. You know, they've made several tweets about everything. Here's the official artwork for Kisara. So you get a much better look. So she's pretty simple. She's got a short, I think that's a short sword. The grip on it's kind of weird, but, or it looks like a mace, actually. Now that I'm looking closer, it looks like so she's a mace and a shield user. Okay. And then we got Dohalim here, which at first I thought he was a spear user just from watching the trailer, but then you can see here, this is just a staff. So very cool. Definitely am excited to learn more about all of these characters. By the way, they announced Tales of Orchestra last night. They're doing like an encore this year, but we do get some nice artwork of Alphen and Xion in orchestra outfits. So could definitely see these outfits coming to the mobile games at some point. So we got some more images of the world. Very, very cool. Very interesting. You kind of get them, you know, kind of coexisting right here, as you can see. And they mentioned it in the trailer. And then here's some official artwork. This is probably, sorry, I can't speak today. Probably part of like the postcard art that we saw in the collector's edition. But this is obviously for these 2 because they are from the other planet. And then this guy, let's actually see what this tweet says. Mysterious sword fighter dressed in black who overwhelms Alphen with a single sword. His eyes, hungry for something, are equal to humans, beasts, and roadside stones, only reflected as worthless. Okay, so this seems like it'll be our first. I don't think this guy will necessarily be the main villain, but he's probably going to be kind of like the rival character. I don't want to say rival character because Tales doesn't really have rivals, but like your Zagi, your Hasta, your Lennar, I don't know if he's going to be on that level because he doesn't seem like psychotic, but in terms of like a character that's going to constantly fight us, I could see this character being that. Or an obstacle to overcome. Like, he could be like an underling for whoever the main villain is, and, you know, he just kind of shows up to put us in our place and realize that we're not, you know, as strong as we initially think we are. But besides that, I'm really excited. We have our full cast, unless they decide to surprise us with like a 7th or 8th character, which I don't think is going to happen. I think this is going to be our full cast of 6. I'm really excited. We actually starting today. We are exactly 3 months away from the release of Tales of Rise. I will be playing it on the channel, and like I said, you guys will decide whether I play it in English or Japanese for my first playthrough. I really don't mind either one, because Tales dubs are generally pretty good, so I really don't have an issue with doing that. So that's going to be it, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know which character you are most excited for out of these 6 in terms of gameplay and just story. If I were to say, I think Alphen and Rinwell are probably the ones I'm most excited to kind of learn about, because initially Alphen came off as this character who was going to be super serious, but now it's kind of like you see him smile a lot in a lot of different scenes, so it seems like he's going to be more of like a heroic protagonist rather than your kind of edgelord character. And then Rinwell, I'm very interested to see how her dynamic with Xion is going to work, because she holds a big distaste for the I always forget which ones are the Renans and which are the Donans, but basically Xion's people. So I'll be interested to see how that works. And I think that's pretty much it. But let me know what you guys think down below. You know, it's gonna be a fun time. I guess the one more thing I want to add is that, you know, obviously we don't know a ton about these characters yet, but just initial impressions, all of them seem to be pretty serious characters. So I'm kind of wondering where our comedic relief is going to be. You know, each Tales game usually has like 1 or 2 characters that fill the comedy role. You know, in Berseria, we actually had a lot of it, you know, between Magilu, Aizen, Rokuro. You know, there was a lot of comedy to kind of go around. So hopefully, you know, all the characters here have a bit of that at least, to where it does still feel, you know, general Tales comedy type stuff. But I guess we'll have to, because first impressions, I can't even tell. Maybe Law seems like he might be able to fill that comedic role. But these two, I can't imagine being very funny. Xion, definitely not. So I guess it's going to be up to Law and maybe Alphen to kind of bring the comedy. I guess we'll have to see. But that's going to be it, guys. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.